At this point, you should have this sort of random collection of data in your Excel sheet. If you don't worry. I'm going to show you a few more things with this data before deleting most of it. So first thing which I would like to do is first select the whole spreadsheet. So you can do that just by clicking on this arrow up here at the top left. And now you can apply any settings you want. But all I want to do is apply some central alignment formatting. So I will click on that option here and that's it. So here as you can see, some of the data doesn't actually fit inside of its cell. Wednesday doesn't fit inside its cell. Then here again, donors tag doesn't fit inside its cell. Then here again we have Wednesday. So all these values doesn't fit in inside their cells. To remedy this, you may already know that you can come up to the top right hand side of the column and double click, and that would sort this problem out. I will simply press Ctrl Z to undo this. But there are a few other things which you can do when you have multiple columns with these issues. For instance, I can select the first column which has this issue like this. Hold down Ctrl and select the other columns I want. So it would be this one here. And also this column J I forgot. So now all I have to do is double click on the edge or in between any of these. And they will all get adjusted to the correct size. Again, I will press Ctrl Z. Now something else which I can do is I can select the first column like this. Hold down Shift and go to the last column. And now I can double click in between any of the columns. Or I can double click right at the end. Or I can click on the format drop down here. And here you have an option called AutoFit column width. And you can just simply click on this. And this would do the job for you. And now the width of all the columns is adjusted to the exact size that is needed. So now what I want to do next is select these negative values here and also the custom list below, and I will press delete, and I'm going to delete most of this here as well. So I will delete this as well, and also I'm going to delete this. All I want are two columns of data here. To move data around in a spreadsheet, first of all you select it, then hover over any of the four edges of the selection. As you can see, I get this four-sided arrow kind of a cursor whenever I hover over any edges, and click, hold and drag, and you can move your data anywhere around. I will just select this data here and put it underneath this data, and I will then select it all. With this selected, you can see we have three pieces of information here shown to us down here at the bottom right. When it comes to this feature, if you left click on any of these options, so what I will do is I will just click on some here. So as you can see, this pop-up is showing up here for me that it is copied to clipboard. In older versions of Excel, this pop-up might not show up. Now I will select a cell here. Your cell could go anywhere, but it's logical to put it here. Then you click on paste, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+V. You can quickly and efficiently paste in the total of the figures above. Now this is pretty good, but if you change any of the numbers, let's say I change this 10 to 25. So as you can see, this total has no change in its value. So I will undo the last step and make the value again to 10 here. So here I will remove this value also. So here in this situation, it is best to use a function, or you can also use a formula here to find the sum of the values in the cells. And now if you are wondering what are the differences between a formula and a function, don't worry. That's something you would learn about as we go through this course. But like I said, a function would be useful here, and in particular the AutoSum function. So I will just leave myself here, even though technically I can go anywhere in my spreadsheet, but it's logical to put it here. So with my cell here, I'm going to come to AutoSum up here. Depending on your version of Excel, it might not say AutoSum, and you may only be presented with the icon itself. But in any case, if you click on AutoSum or the icon, or you come to this drop down here and click on Sum, because they both do exactly the same thing. So just click on Sum here. So here what Excel tries to do is it tries to predict what it thinks I want to add up. But for any reason, if it is not correct, you can just click, hold and drag over some other data within your spreadsheet. For now, I will just put it back to where it was and press enter. So here is my answer. Now if I change any of the data here, let's say I change this value of 10 to 25 again and press enter. So as you can see, the value of this cell has automatically changed. With this answer selected, it is actually a sum function. And I can see it up here in what is called a formula bar. Now this formula bar might be collapsed for you. I will just do the same. By pressing this, you can expand and collapse the formula bar. I can also double click on the function for what it is, which of course is a sum function. And at this point, I can resize this blue box here to whatever cells I want. For the timing, I will keep it the same. And I can also move it around just by click holding and dragging on any of the four edges.